Hello and welcome to GPTV on Tuesday the 6th of April. My name's Philip Kingston.
And I'm Gary Peer.
And Gary, you'd be the only person that would spend that amount of time up on the Gold Coast and come back really just as pale as you were before you went.
I wasn't there for very long, Phil, and I'm not a big suntan man, nor are you.
The sun does not really shine in the middle of the casino.
No, there's not a lot.
In the Gold Coast, does it?
There is an outdoor gaming area in Vegas, but not in the Gold Coast, mind you, Phil. It was a very important trip, and I really didn't spend much time, well, maybe a little bit of time. But look, let's just talk about what's going on in the real estate world, Phil, because
do you think
this weekend,
you've got a gambling problem?
No, I just have a losing problem.
Right.
When I'm winning, it's not a gambling problem at all. It's just a losing problem. But
so, viewers, if you happen to be watching this and you're from the whoever looks after real estate agents, just understand there are no irregularities in our trust account that I'm aware of.
I hide them well. We shouldn't even joke about this.
I know,
but I've got to say to you,
it's
Phil,
almost like drawing the evil eye, Gary.
As you know, Phil, I come from a family where we all like
gambling.
Game.
Whether it's Scrabble. Your dad wasn't really.
I used to take my father to the casino when he was 90. He'd have his little list and he'd go and put 3 or 4 chips on the roulette wheel and he'd sit there with me all night. It was fantastic. He'd go with his frame sit down and have a great time. So we all love gambling. When the casino opened in Hobart, I remember sitting at reception waiting for my parents to come from outside there, Phil. But none of us.
Tell me, when the Crown Casino opened.
None of us are big money gamblers.
When Crown Casino first opened in Melbourne, did your mum and dad take you there and lock you in the car park? Were you one of those little orphan kids locked in the car at the car park?
First, I wasn't orphan because I was there with my parents. Secondly, no, I wasn't.
No, but like a little orphan.
No, I wasn't like a little orphan, Phil.
Remember when the casino first opened?
I remember, there were people in the car park and there was people were doing things under the table.
But people left in the car park. They just we're going to the casino, gotta go. It's the most important thing in the world. Right. Let's just leave the kids.
We'll leave little Johnny over there.
Car.
We'll come back for his 8th birthday. We'll bring a cake down with us. No, as you know, Phil, we play Scrabble, we play bridge, we like to gamble a little bit. We're into word games and whatever, Phil, but we're not big gamblers because you can't win, Phil. That's the thing. You can win by getting the thrill of a bet, but you cannot win.
Viewers,
so I stand here as a loser and I admit it and I accept it.
Gary's mum and dad were Austrian.
Oh, yes.
And they were interesting people, very interesting people and very lovely people. But we used to, when we used to go out as like late teenagers, 17, 18, 19, we'd go out till 4 in the morning, doing what young men do, in a socially responsible, very respectful way. We did those things, but we would come home at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm an early to bed person, so 4 o'clock's a big gig for me. Maybe so.
You were boring. Really.
Maybe so.
Yeah. But a bit of fun, but you petered out early.
4 o'clock. Well, 4 o'clock in the morning's hardly petering out, but we'd get home, and his mother would be up with her friends around the kitchen table, that wonderful Laminex table with the orange vinyl chairs.
So observant,
right? And we'd come home and she'd be up and she would say in that wonderful Austrian accent, "Garale, come and play some Scrabble."
And we did.
So I'd go to bed. And he'd play not one game, but 2 games with his mother.
To try to beat her.
Who in the good old days would be sitting there smoking, playing Scrabble.
You smoke Hallmark cigarettes, that was it. They're the old days.
Probably people watching this show have never heard of smoking, let alone Scrabble.
Mind you, my grandfather in Austria used to go to the races, Phil. They used to go to the area called the Prater, which is a play area in Austria, and there was a harness racing track. He used to nick off and have a few bets each day.
Gary comes from a very aristocratic background in Austria before they threw him and his whole family out in not good circumstances.
Not necessarily. Phil, let's talk a little about what's going on in the real estate world, because last weekend there were no auctions, none to talk about.
No, we've just had the Easter celebrations, and to all of those of you that celebrate Easter, I hope it was a wonderful, happy time.
Yeah, hope you had an egg or two.
I must say, Gary,
the bunny
somewhat
saw you well.
I'm somewhat addicted
to the egg.
Well, not so much the egg, but
the chocolate.
Irene buys the Lindt Easter bunny
but they're empty.
in milk chocolate.
They're empty. The caramel ones.
Something about the hollowness. They are so.
Which part of it do you eat first?
So good.
You bite the head off.
I get a spoon. I kid you not, because they're quite so. I get a spoon and I whack it. I whack it with a spoon.
Reminds you of your farm days, doesn't it? I shouldn't say that for the RSPC people. RSPCA people.
I can tell you a funny story about whacking things with spoons, but we're not going to go there. So let's move it on, Gary.
I'll have to, I don't know about that story. Kept it from me all these years. But how was the Easter? They like the little bunny. So hopefully had a happy bunny time, happy chocolate time, a happy celebration time, a happy family time. And of course, for those that celebrate Passover, we hope you had a wonderful Passover, or Pesach, as it's also known. Now, Phil, let's just talk a bit about what's going on with auctions, because it's only in a couple of days we're having our first auction post-Easter Passover auction.
And how good is it to be starting again on a twilight, a Thursday evening, 6 p.m.
We love it.
Come along to apartment number 7 at 10 St Albans Avenue,
block.
which is a beautiful 60s apartment
Yep.
that has been skillfully, thoroughly and beautifully renovated by our current owner.
Yep.
So it's now, I mean, first of all, it started life as a large apartment, but a wall was taken out, I think. The kitchen now melds into the lounge dining room. It's a very large area. Modern kitchen, beautiful bathroom, lock-up garage, and St Albans Avenue, one of the best streets of Caulfield North.
Phil, we've got 30 auctions coming up this week and weekend,
good.
so we're going to keep you busy.
Little boys,
we're
aren't we?
all going to be doing
Busy
lots
little
of
boys
work.
and girls.
But you don't have a 10:30 auction, Philip. No, you don't. So you can have a little sleep in on Saturday morning. There are 4 10:30 auctions, Phil. 4 of them. We start off.
And I'm not doing one of them.
No, you're not even doing one.
I much prefer an 11:30 start. So whilst I'm a morning person, by the time I've had my breakfast, gone to the gym, had Mr. Lee over to wash the cars.
Yeah, I like
Shout
Mr.
out
Lee.
to Mr. Lee.
I don't think he watches this film.
Well, he might.
He might.
Where's our Gary? If you see a guy in Caulfield, 2 guys washing cars in Caulfield with a Gary Pure & Associates cap on, it's Mr. Lee.
Does he tickle your tummy ever when he comes over? He does his little trick where he tickles my tummy and he grabs my leg, and he's kind of quite tactile in a funny way, and then he laughs in that crazy Vietnamese laugh of his, which is fun.
He's the nicest man, and this guy works. I've never seen anybody work harder
in hail or snow or cold
than
or
Mr. Lee. But the funniest, I love this bloke, right?
Yeah.
So he's been washing our cars for years, and he washes a lot of people's cars.
He does.
And
he knows everybody.
And sometimes I'll have cancelled him and say, Mr. Lee, you can't come at 8 o'clock.
Mr. Lee, it's just Lee.
I call him Mr. Lee. You can't come at 8 o'clock on Saturday morning.
No, first name Daryl?
No, he says, when would you like me to come? And I'll say, look, I'll ring you. So I ring him. It doesn't matter what time I ring him on a Saturday or Sunday. I go, Mr. Lee, can you come and wash my car? And literally, I've hung up the phone, the doorbell's rung.
That's right, yeah. What time? He's fantastic. Phil, 16 auctions on Saturday. You're only doing 1. By the way,
really?
The whole Saturday, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think you
How
might be.
extraordinary.
I think you might be a bit on the nose. I'm nothing personal.
Really?
I think you're great, but clearly the other 15 vendors don't.
Washed up has been.
No, don't be like that, Phil. I think you've still got a bit of life in you, but it just goes to show a lot of people. Because people say to me the other day, "Oh, you do auctions too." I thought it was only Philip. I'm going, no, there's actually 7 auctioneers. 7 auctioneers? People couldn't believe it, because so strong is the profile of Philip Kingston.
So strong is my brand.
That you're not doing anything more than 1 auction on Saturday. Anyway, let's move on. 182 Balaclava Road. Mark Kirkham is
Gary, great
agent.
spot. That's a 3-storey town residence, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, double undercover carport. Love that building, love that project, love that location. There's a new cafe, viewers, a new bakery that's just opened.
Have you been
down the road? I've walked in, walked out because it was so busy I couldn't wait to be served. It's on the corner of Derby Parade and Balaclava Road, and its name has just flashed out of my mind, but we will put it up on screen because it's worthwhile checking it out.
We should interview them. We should do some interviews on GPTV.
We should, Gary,
it's about
goodness
time.
knows the viewers are so tired of the same repetitious
They
formula that we've been running for, I don't know, what are we up to, episode 8,000 or something?
8,064 or something like that. Anyway, Phil, by the way, I did
even the camera person now, not cameraman, the camera person is texting as we're filming this. He's bored.
He's had enough.
He's over it.
By the way, I did go to a bakery in that strip in Glenira Road near Glover Station.
Oh, yes.
It's called Two Sisters or something like that.
The one that's taken over the space where Baker Blue was.
It's a great little bakery, Phil.
Yeah, I've heard it's really good there.
It's really good. 182 Balaclava Road, that one goes off at 10:30 as discussed. 217 Centre Road, 10:30 auction. Leo Samuel.
Gary, a period chamber with great land appeal. Viewers, if you can buy an old home on a large parcel of land, and this is 710 square metres of the primest of prime land, that's got to be the best way to make money over the journey. Invest in a house that you can live in on a large parcel of land. It's a humdinger. It's a way to make money. Not that life's all about making money, of course.
Indeed not. Phil, also 4 auctions at 11:30 on Saturday. We're going to be keeping Simon Rodolnik busy. He's going to be in Chesterville Road in Cheltenham, Phil.
Gary, that's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and a lock-up and a secure car space. That's brand new. That apartment's never been lived in, Gary.
Fantastic.
What a beautiful home that will be for someone.
Your solitary only auction, and the police are coming to take you away, I think, Phil.
I love the fact that our studio viewers, we're still in touch with what's going on. You can hear the odd tram rattle past, and of course the police that are currently
chasing
here.
the robber down the road.
That's it.
Phil, I've only got 1 auction on Saturday too. I don't know what's happening with us, Phil, but
we may be the old men of real estate.
We could well be. 12 Russell Street, Philip. That's a beauty anyway. 11:30. That'll fill your day with joy.
It is 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, plenty of car parking, stunning kitchen. That's a really beautiful home.
Jeremy Rosen's his third of I think 6 auctions. 5 at 2 Flower Street.
2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. Gary, Flower Street, great location, walking distance to Princess Park and the tram, of course, in Glen Huntly Road.
Double auction action, Philip. 12:30 Shepparson Avenue. Carnegie, Graham Callan.
Gary, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and of course that fantastic courtyard, plus a garage, which is a bit of a rarity. That's good real estate. I'd be chasing that one, viewers, if I could.
102 at 466 Kooyong Road. Jeremy Rosen's auctions for Daniel Fisher.
Gary, we love this building. We've sold in this building many times. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a basement car park. That's a really good size apartment, bigger than most that you'll see in this price range.
Double auction action at 130 Phillip in Inkerman Road. Jeremy Rosen's auctions history.
Gary, walk to Caulfield Park, walk to the tram in Hawthorn Road and Balaclava Road. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1 car space. Triple
auction action at 2:30 Philip. We're going to be at Roberts Court in Brighton East. Leo Samuel Auctions. Just great looking property. We love Brighton East.
3 bedrooms, 1 bathrooms, plenty of car parking, 2 spaces. Got to love that one, and I do.
Weiruna, Phil. Weiruna is the name of the street or the road in Murrumbina. Dan Dyson's been.
Did you call it Weiruna? Weiruna Road, Murrumbina. Yep. That's a great property. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and a carport. Plenty of courtyard gardens. Viewers, everyone's chasing a garden at the moment.
And Graham Carroll, he make a good auction. We're not ruin a great auction, Phil. He makes a good auction. Let's move on to St Kilda Road at 2:30, Philip. Michael Jonas has been handling this. He's a bit of a St Kilda Road specialist.
Gary, this is an incredible building. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and of course a secure car space. You've got to love those buildings there in St Kilda Road. I'd love to live in St Kilda Road.
It'd be fun, wouldn't it?
It'd be great.
Jersey Parade, Phil, is our 4:30 auction. Graham Callan again.
Yes, Graham and the team there will be the Jersey Boys in Jersey Parade. That's 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom and a car space, but most importantly a courtyard garden. Great opportunity for an investment or first home or an empty nester scaling down so that they can have all of the great facilities of Koonang Road and the train station on their doorstep.
Indeed. Now, Phil, you are going to be busy on Sunday. You've got 5 auctions to make up for your quiet Saturday. I've got a couple of auctions on, starting at 10:30, Philip, rolling me out to do the auction in Cardigan Street.
Well, Gary, make sure you wear a suit, not a cardigan. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, gorgeous looking building and great spot there. Walk to Carlisle Street for breakfast, lunch or dinner.
The 10:30 St Kilda East Groove continues. Double auction action, Hawthorn Street, Phil. 2 of them going at 10:30.
Yes, Gary. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, great building, great location. And then, of course, moving on to the other one in Hawthorn Street where we have 1 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. Love Hawthorn Street, love St Kilda.
I hope that the speakers don't all mix into each other while the auctions are on, because there are 3 auctions close to each other and all the bids will be flying around. No one will know what's going on. Philip at 11:30, 22 Hudson Street, a terrific block of land in a great location.
650 square metres, Gary, on the north side, which is the very best orientation one can have when the back garden faces north. 15.24 metre frontage, 650 square metres of land. Great opportunity to build some townhouses, subject, of course, to council approval or your dream home.
Phil, we're going to be at 426 Hawthorn Road in Caulfield South. Nicky Janover has been handling this.
Well, Gary, it's assuming this one makes the market because it may well be sold, but 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1 car space.
12:30 is prime auction time, Phil. We've got 4 auctions coming up. Let's talk about the one in Glen Huntly Road, Caulfield.
1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, Gary. We love those. If you haven't got one of those in your superannuation portfolio, I suggest you buy one because just leasing them out is always easy, assuming you use Gary, Peer and Associates, and a great opportunity to live there as well.
I love this property in Olive Street, Phil. It's a beauty. 15 Olive Street in Caulfield South.
Yes, Gary, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, a double carport or double garage, should I say, north-facing orientation of the back garden, great property, great location, great street.
And great vendor, Philip, owned by somebody who was a principal of real estate
Gary,
company
we
for
are
many
the
years.
agents.
We actually are, Phil. 101 at 1046 Huntley Road. Well, you're auctioning this one for Jeremy Rose.
Gary, shout out to Project Friday, who have emerged as one of Melbourne's best developers, best development companies, project managers. They do really good work, and they're really interested in doing architectural, interesting work that is at a whole higher standard than is average. That's 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, basement car parking for 2 cars. That's really more like a penthouse, and it's at the front of the building, all facing north. Beautiful, it's bright and it's sunny.
Gave that a big rap.
Well, I love their work, Gary.
Phil, we are going to be Glenn Bricker, who's handling the sale in Hudson Street, which goes to auction at 12:30, 11:30. He's just going to be going across the road, up the road to number 7 Hudson Street.
1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, but with a big front courtyard garden. That's a great property. And viewers, the first properties that Gary and I ever bought were 1 bedroom apartments in Hudson Street.
Number 9,
and if
right
we
next
weren't
door.
so stupid, we would never have sold them, but we did sell them to buy other real estate.
No, we
so
didn't.
one should
we sold them to open the business, actually, Phil, if you remember correctly.
Similar sort of
No,
story.
it's not similar at all.
That's a bit more refined, your
That's
response.
the reality.
But ultimately, we
Because
did go
where
on.
are the other properties that we bought at that time? Where are they?
Gary.
Is there a building in the city that I don't know about that we own together?
Yes, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That
Collins
sounds
Street.
good. Oh, I didn't realise
Paris
that.
End.
Oh, fantastic.
Paris
Phil,
End.
double auction action at 136 at 2 Denman Avenue. That's a fine street.
Gary,
isn't
what
it?
a great looking building. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1 basement car space. Great location again. All part of the Carlisle Street groove.
You are bringing us home at a 1:30, 2:30 and 3:30 auction. We're going to make sure you can't talk or do anything on Sunday night, Phil. Carrington Grove is
Gary,
a great
I love
street.
this property. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a basement, a sort of semi-basement for 2 cars. That is just outstanding real estate, a great building to live in. Whoever buys that is going to be buying something really special.
You know what, Phil, you're not getting any younger, but you are getting to Younger Avenue because that's the 2:30 auction, and what a spectacular
Gary, not
home.
often you get a house and a tennis court and a swimming pool as a package in South Caulfield.
No.
This is a great home. It's a great lifestyle investment. You will do well by buying this house as a capital appreciation if you hold it over time because it's a big land component. But just to be able to bring your family up with a beautiful home, a pool and a court. Not many people get to do that, but that is, I mean, if you've grown up with all of those things, you're a very lucky person.
Estate style living, Philip, in Younger Avenue, great street, and what a magnificent parcel of land and home on it, Phil. We finish off in East St Kilda, Phil, where we start all of our weekend as well.
I hope I'm doing that auction, Gary. Am I doing that auction?
We're starting our Sunday, I should say. You are doing that
Oh,
auction,
well,
Phil.
what a great way for me to finish. 55 Grosvenor Street. I love houses with lots of upside, lots of opportunity. Grosvenor Street, great location, all part of the Ripon Lee
Groove.
St Kilda East Groove.
It's happening.
You've got the 2 railway stations walking distance. You could either hang out in the little Williamsburg of Melbourne. If you don't know where the little Williamsburg of Melbourne is, it's the Glen Ira Village, Ripon Lee.
It is, Phil.
So cool, so hip, so happening. And then, of course, take it to a whole nother notch by walking to Carlisle Street, Gary. It's just thumping. Carlisle Street is the Brunswick Street of the East.
Oh, fair enough. Well, I think I like the way you've described it, actually,
Yep,
Phil. I'm with you on that too.
I'm a passionate man,
You are
passionate
indeed.
man.
And that's a big wrap, Mr. Passionate Man, for what's going on this weekend. It's a busy weekend. Of course, we have to make up for last weekend where there were just no auctions at all, of course, over that Easter break. But we are in the second quarter, Phil. What do you think is going to happen with property prices
So,
now?
Gary, I think that we're going to have a very strong second quarter.
Yeah,
I
I
reckon
agree with you.
April, May, June will just be a continuum of January, February,
Keep on
March.
rolling.
So I'm seeing, and obviously all of the press is so positive about real estate. In fact, it'll come a point really where maybe the Reserve Bank will just have to tighten the levers because ultimately this market is just hot.
Yep.
Interestingly, viewers, for those of you that are wondering whether to get into the market or not, this market, I believe, will continue to rise before it levels out.
Yep.
So now is a great time to be buying. It's a great time to be selling. It's a great time to be dealing with Gary Peer and Associates, who would, without question, be some of the nicest people I've ever met.
Even if we say so ourselves. Phil, that's a big wrap on GPTV. We look forward to bringing you the next April edition next Tuesday afternoon. Coming at you live here from the studios of
Gary. Studios of Gary Peer.
We'll look forward to seeing you next week. I'm Gary Peer.
I'm Philip Kingston. Have a fantastic week.